What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RaceDudes.com, and welcome back to another one of our top 5 horses in training video. No changes this week, but we'll still go through them, kind of give you an update on what each of them are doing. Number 5 on the list is Elite Power. Elite Power stays there at number 5. Of course, a long winning streak. Did get busted last time out in the 4-go at Saratoga. He'll be training up to the Breeders' Cup after that loss. He still ran okay, got second. I think will be the favorite in the sprint. Will be very tough to beat in the sprint. So number 5 will be Elite Power. We look for him to run pretty well there at the Breeders' Cup as he trains up for the race. Number 4, and this is unfortunate news, number 4 is Echo Zulu once again this week. She's going to get passed up, though, because if you have not heard, had an injury during training at Santa Anita as she was preparing for the Breeders' Cup, had to have surgery. Hopefully everything goes well. They're optimistic, but still, with these kind of things, you never know. Horse is fine for now and had surgery, and we hope she comes out of it fine and goes on to her second career. Obviously, will never run again, but hopefully can be saved. And like I said, the prognosis is pretty solid that she will be, but again, you never know. But anyway, Echo Zulu, number 4, injured in training, will not run again, and hopefully will go on to be a broodmare. So Echo Zulu comes in at number 4. Number 3 is Cody's Wish. Look, it's a horse that tried the 2 turns. It didn't go well, but in a mile or less, this horse is now 3 for 3 this season in a pretty impressive fashion. So Cody's Wish, leading up to the Breeders' Cup mile, a dirt mile, I should say, as the favorite once again this year. He'll try to win that for the second straight season. He comes in at number 3 right now. Number 2, Arcangelo, a horse that has done very little wrong since breaking the maiden, went on to win the Peter Pan, went on to win, of course, the Belmont Stakes and the Travers. If he wins the Classic, Arcangelo is going to be the horse of the year without any question. Will be number 1 on our list. But, I've said it all year, when you space out races like this, I think it is good for the horse. And obviously they're doing the right thing and he's running well. But, one loss and you're going to kind of get knocked down a little bit because you don't have a ton of wins on that resume. So it's all or nothing, but it was all or nothing in the Travers, and he passed that test. If he passes that Classic test, he will be your horse of the year. He comes in at number 2. Number 1, once again, up to the mark. I didn't really think I did anything out of the ordinary or controversial, but I guess I did. As it turns out, like I say, I vote in the NTRA poll with many other colleagues around the country. Turns out Marcus Hirsch from DRF and myself were the only 2 people that put up to the mark number 1, which I found curious to say the least. To me, he's won 3 straight grade 1s at 3 different distances. 2 of those races, he beat European horses that had in their previous races had came over to the United States and kind of dominated fields. I didn't think it was that controversial. Now, if you have him 2 or 3, I don't think that's anything, to get upset about. I think this year it's very debatable who you put 1, 2, and 3, but I thought up to the mark would get, 8, 9, 10 votes. In the NTRA poll, I didn't know if he'd be number 1 or not, but I certainly didn't think I was making a statement. That's pretty logical that, in my opinion, he was number 1. But anyway, I'm not on Twitter, but evidently got a shout out on Twitter. Thanks. I guess there was some debate. Really surprised. Up to the mark is actually the number 5 overall horse ranked on the NTRA poll, which I think that's strange. If you don't think he's number 1, that's okay. But I saw some voters that didn't even have him in the top 5. That's weird. I don't really know what we're watching because it's not really a year where a lot of horses are putting together back-to-back grade 1 wins. Like, it doesn't really happen this year. So I don't know. Anyway, but he's number 1 on my list. Pretty strange to wake up. I think that was Tuesday morning to people sending me tweets. And I'm like, I didn't think I was doing anything weird, but I guess I was. So anyway, he's number 1 once again. I'm sure, everybody will comment how dumb I am, but to me, he looks pretty, he's at least a top 2 or 3. But anyway, he's number 1 for me once again this week. All right, let's recap it here. Elite Power comes in at number 5. Echo Zulu, number 4. Prayers up for her. Hopefully she's doing okay as you're watching this video. Number 3, Cody's Wish. Number 2, Arcangelo. And number 1, up to the mark once again for me this week. All right, that'll do it for our top 5 horses in training video. Thanks, everybody, for watching this video. It'll be fun as we lead up to the Breeders' Cup. Certainly, this thing's going to shake up, going to change as we lead up to it. So that'll be fun to watch. All right, guys, thanks, everybody, for watching, and we'll see you next week.
RacingDudes.com is your home for the best free picks for every race, every track. It's Breeders' Cup season, and we've got wall-to-wall coverage of the World Championships. Subscribe to YouTube.com/RacingDudes right now. Click the notification bell. You never want to miss a single video. Want to make money betting horses? Bet with the Racing Dudes.